Hello and welcome to this general astrological overview for the day of February 13th, 2022. So today, the moon continues her journey through cautious Cancer, and this will be the last day of the moon in Cancer for now before moving into Leo tomorrow. And so that energy continues. So, a couple of things today. The moon will be just coming off of that opposition to the Venus-Mars conjunction from late the previous night. And so that energy is likely still active to some extent, that activation of creativity, of love and relationships, of creative play. And so while that energy is still active, the moon now moves into this trine with dreamy Neptune. And so we have this feeling of breakthroughs involving our dreams and imagination. And as you know, the moon is only going to be in this trine with Neptune for so long, of course, because the moon moves so quickly, and that's why we look at it all the time for these daily forecasts. But for the duration of time that the moon is in this trine with Neptune, there can be a softening and dilution of some of the other energies that are going on. And so, these oppositions, even though the one to Venus and Mars, I think, is probably more fun, it's still an opposition. Oppositions can still be stressful and tense. And I feel like this trine to Neptune is going to help to soften that today and make it easier and mellow it out, perhaps. And so we have that sort of like dreamy, more watery, perhaps emotional, perhaps creative vibe going on today. And then, especially as we get further into the day, the moon moves more and more into this opposition with the Mercury-Pluto conjunction, which, even though it already perfected a couple days ago and we went over that, it's still quite close, and the moon opposing it is activating it again. We don't need to really go over this in supreme detail. If you've been watching my previous videos, you know what I have to say about the Mercury-Pluto conjunction, but the more intense communication, thoughts, ideas, deep thinking, deep study, as silly as it sounds, I almost want to say transformative travel in some way, travel that is very significant or revelatory or meaningful in some way for many of us. And so it's interesting that we have this, what can we call it, procession of energy today. First from the moon coming off that opposition with the Venus-Mars conjunction, then trining Neptune, and then moving more into an opposition with the lingering Mercury-Pluto conjunction. So it's like all of that more playful energy becomes perhaps a bit deeper and a bit more serious and intense with the Mercury-Pluto. And yet in the midst of that, there's the trine to Neptune, which is like this more mystical, otherworldly, even perhaps ethereal vibe that we have. So that is today in a nutshell. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.